This video contains content that may not be suitable for all viewers. Viewer discretion is advised. When Christian Cooper made the headlines, Black bird watcher attacked by white racist, people started to feel sorry for Christian Cooper. But as I watched that video, Christian Cooper didn't act too manly in that particular video. So later on, he said he is not going to cooperate with the prosecutors on this case. And when that happened, I said, now wait a minute. This does not sound right at all. So I started digging and looking into the past of Christian Cooper. And just as I suspected, Christian Cooper is LGBT along with some X, Y, and Z. Someone had posted, I think last week, that this is a hoax. You hear that kind of stuff all the time. But when I looked up, I believe this is a hoax as well. We've been just as small-leaded again. Well, at least y'all have. Because I knew something was up from the beginning. But let's look into this and see what the news has to say about this guy. Christian Cooper. It says Christian Cooper, the black man who made national headlines when a white woman unjustly called police on him in Central Park, is endorsing Councilman Richard Torres in a heated race to represent the South Bronx in Congress. Cooper exclusively shared his endorsement with the Daily News on Sunday, saying he wanted to use his newfound celebrity to support Torres against Councilman Ruben Diaz Sr., who is infamous for LGBT remarks. This is Christian Cooper's friend, Richard Torres. When he came out with this video, what was his whole damn purpose? It was to put him in the spotlight and to bring LGBTXYZ into the spotlight as well. If he was going to turn around and not cooperate with prosecutors, why even make the damn video and post it? At this particular point, you know that if you report something like this, these people are going to react to it. Someone is going to be arrested. Someone is going to lose their job. I think Christian Cooper should be dragged through the mud and should lose his job, because it was all a plot and a plan to bring attention to Richie Torres and to the LGBT community. And there's a few other things that he's trying to do as well. It says you might know Christian Cooper as the mild-mannered New York City bird watcher who became a social media hero last month following a racially charged encounter in Central Park. But even before that incident thrust him into the wider public eye, the 57-year-old editor and writer was a comic book industry superhero. During the 1990s, Cooper was one of the first openly gay employees at Marvel Comics and worked to increase LGBTQ representation in the pages of the company's comics by leaps and bounds. This fella boldly introduced the franchise's first openly gay character, Yoshi Mishima. After parting ways with Marvel in the late 90s, he became a web comic pioneer with Queer Nation, a never completed series that he's hoping to revive. Christian Cooper says, with my new notoriety or fame, whatever you want to call it, I'm looking forward to taking Queer Nation out the mothballs. It has a certain urgency right now that maybe it didn't have back then, because one of its core plot points is that crazy wing fascist has been elected president and is pandering to the religious right. Oh wait, that couldn't happen in real life. There you have it, folks. Christian Cooper using his newfound fame to enhance his career in gay homosexual comics. And don't get mad at me by saying gay and homosexual, because what's the name of his book? Queer Nation. So if you don't mind being called queer, I don't know you don't mind being called gay or homosexual. But this is too close to this Jesse, Juicy, Smollett deal. Because I think I read that his sister here was the one that reported this. And he's going to make a big yahoo about this lady, Amy Cooper, accosting him in the park, only to say, no, I'm not going to prosecute the lady. But why did you even open your mouth in the first damn place? See, that is the damn deal with this whole thing. And it is like a big play that you guys are trying to play on the public. Christian Cooper should be brought in for questioning for possibly making false claims. This is one time I'm on the Karen's side. I mean, because if you're not going to go all the way, hey, get out of the way. And here's another thing. I myself am a bird watcher. But I ain't no bird watcher like that dude Christian there, I'm telling you. You come with me with that jive, this camera might go upside your head. You're giving bird watchers, especially male bird watchers, a bad name. I mean, just like when I used to watch cartoons of bird watchers, you acting just like one of them bird watchers. See, this is one reason why straight men don't get on with these gay people, man. Because there's no honesty in you. Your whole life is a big act and a front. That's all you are, is living a life of make-believe. And you will do anything to get your way, including lie, like you were being attacked. So, hey, I hope the people up there in Bronx, wherever it is, that y'all will not vote his friend in. Because, hey, birds of a feather flock together. And if Christian will lie, Torres will lie as well. I know I read earlier when they called him a mild-mannered man. I guess that's a new code word for gay men, is mild-mannered. Hey, man, I guess I'm a wild-mannered man. At some point, straight black men, straight men, period, we got to stand up to this. And we got to make sure that we set ourselves apart from this. I mean, if that's what you want to do, that's all your business, but you cannot force me and make me accept you, man, because I don't accept that type of lifestyle. And I don't want it around me. If that's what you want to do, that's your business. But don't try to force that upon me and my family. We as men, we have to start standing up to this and let it be known, hey man, that this is not going to go on in my home. If it should happen, one of my children should happen to turn out like this, gay or whatever, I have to pray for them. But when they get to a certain age, they got to go on about their business. Because I do not accept that type of lifestyle in my home. You want to call me mean for saying that? So be it. But it's like having a thief in my home. That's a child of mine. He's a thief. The same thing. When you get to a certain age, you got to get up out of my house, because you're not going to sit up and steal. And if you're a gay person, you're stealing not items, but you are stealing my joy. And I ain't gonna let you do that. The old Christian Cooper, he's been exposed, but for some strange reason, I don't think he's dissatisfied with that.